YouTube, what is up? It's AD with US Squads. I hope you're enjoying your day-to-day. Today we're talking about the Walther P22, a semi-automatic pistol. It's a smaller frame pistol, 10+1, 22 long rifle. Great pistol. I've had it for years, been really happy with it. It's functioned, for me, flawlessly with various types of ammunition, from the cheap Thunderbolts all the way to the CCI Stingers, suppressed and unsuppressed. Now, I've had people complain about their Walther P22s as far as all sorts of weird issues. I personally have never had a issue with this pistol, ever. It's functioned really good. The only complaint I have regarding this pistol is stripping it down and putting it together is a pain in the ass. And I've had several calls from people asking how to do it. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to make a video and show you guys how I field strip this and reassemble it. So, of course, step one, we're going to make sure that the firearm is safe, free of any ammunition. Magazine is now out. Drop the magazine out. No ammunition. No ammunition. Safe gun, right? Alright, now that we have the slide lock in the slide in the furthest rear position and locked, the takedown button, or the slide, is right here. See these little horizontal grooves, this little plastic piece. You're going to grab it and pull it toward the trigger guard all the way in the rear position, not rear position, down position. And as you can see, that little plastic piece just slides down. It doesn't come off, it just comes down about 1/4 inch. See, both sides. Okay. Now that this is unlocked, what you do is you're going to release the slide, but hold the slide all the way back. You're going to go back another a little over 1/4 inch, back and up. See how I'm lifting it up and back, and the pistol just separates to the lower guide rod, spring, and the slide. Okay, remember, 22 long rifle ammunition is very, very dirty. So this is why this is pretty critical that you actually clean this type of pistol, because there's going to be a lot of fouling located here on the slide. Obviously, mine is nice and shiny because I just got done cleaning the shit out of it. So usually the carbon buildup will be here, here, all up in the grill here, everywhere. Barrel, feed ramp, which is nice and shiny now because I've cleaned it, but it gets really dirty. Okay, 22 long rifle ammunition is very dirty. At this point, you don't have to go any further. You can actually use a little bore brush, easily clean that barrel, or a bore snake. Use a shop towel and some CLP and clean this up. The magazine wall will be really dirty. There'll be carbon buildup pretty much all over on the interior components of this pistol because, again, the ammunition's so dirty. Now, if you did want to take it further and remove the barrel, you can do it, and this is where the little tricks come into play. You're going to use this little wrench that comes with your Walther P22. It fits the barrel perfect, and counterclockwise you're going to loosen up this little nut. Once it's loose, you can hand loosen this nut up really easy, and it just comes off, and put it to the side. You're going to have a barrel shroud that comes out. I'm going to show you how to put this in the correct orientation when we put it back together, but you just put it to the side. Okay, now we have a barrel that's going to be flopping around in there. See that? And if you look at it, it's kind of weird. It's not going to be able to easily slide out. But let me show you my trick. This little extractor ejector is going to be in the way. I actually don't know what that is. It's on a lot of semi-automatic pistols. I don't know what the term is. But you're going to move the barrel to the right of that. And there's going to be a little silver springy part right there, right where my thumb is at. See this metal piece right here? Well, you're going to have to depress this down and actually hold the trigger, hold the hammer back, because it'll snap back and bite your fingers if you don't. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this down, let the hammer go forward, and then I'm going to push it down again so this feed ramp can slide back. See, now that it's at this position, I'm going to put the hammer back and the barrel should come right out. Kind of weird. Just that's how you remove this barrel. Now to put it back in, and you can clean it and do what you gotta do, put it back in, same method, except you're gonna do the opposite. So basically what I'm gonna do is hold the hammer so it doesn't bite my fingers. I'm actually just gonna push down and push it forward. See? But this little tension, see this little lip here? That thing's gonna catch it every time. So that's why you gotta push this down, like so. See how I'm pushing it down? so I can get that barrel past that little point, otherwise it jams on there. I'm going to put the hammer back in the rear furthest back position so I can assemble the slide again. And I just move that forward, feed ramp in, it's snug. I'm going to use my thumb and keep this forward in the forward position, this barrel. Okay. Now the barrel shroud. I talked about the barrel shroud. It's going to have this little notch. See this little notch right there? See that notch? That's going to go into the housing, and it's going to be in the 6 o'clock position on the bottom. If you don't know what 6 o'clock is, you can spin this barrel shroud till it locks into place, and you can tell that it fits there like a jigsaw puzzle. So you can spin it till it slips down like so and locks in. But typically it's 6 o'clock position. And then you're going to grab this little nut, put the nut back on. You can hand tighten it clockwise until it gets tight. Once it gets tight, you can use your little wrench that we use to remove it. And you don't want to over tighten this, but you want to put a nice turn on it like so, and it'll be just fine. Nice turn on it, good to go. Now here's the fun part. I want to zoom in for this because this is a pain in the ass. Okay, alright, now this is where different methods come into play as far as how to put this back together, and this is a pain in the ass. I'm just going to show you my method. Hopefully it works for you. If it doesn't, then you can look on YouTube and find some other methods, because I don't use this little dowel rod that they include in here like so. This is not, it doesn't work for me. Okay, it's going to take a little hand strength, a little finesse, and if you kind of mess up on this, this spring might shoot across the room. So heads up. But this is what I found to do. So what I do is I pull the spring and I pull it like so. I'm gonna pull this forward, and if you don't do that, it's impossible to get the spring to align. See how that goes everywhere? So what I do is I'm going to pull the spring, and I'm going to insert it with some strength. See how my hand is holding that? Now this is where you gotta be careful, because if it slips, shit's going to go across the room. Promise you, I've done it, and I've spent time looking for this damn spring. So with my hand strength, I'm going to grab it and pinch this. And remember, if you have it greased, it's going to be a little slippery, but put a lot of pressure on it. When I do that, all I'm going to do is kind of slide the upper in and move the barrel in. And once it gets to this position, I can let go of the spring. It's okay. Okay? I've let go of the spring, but I keep tension on the slide. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use, it's not aligned, it's crooked. There's a little recess that the spring goes into. All you got to do is bump it till it pops into place. But notice that I have some tension on this slide, so when it pops into place, it's not going to go anywhere. Ready? Okay, or not. There we go. It just slid into its little spot. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this all the way back and slide it back on and let it go forward. With me holding this down and putting a little pressure on the rear slide, I'm going to push this cap back on, and I'm going to just rack it and lock it. Make sure that this takedown thing is all the way in the up position, and then that's it. The firearm is reassembled, and it's going to be just fine. So that's that. It might take a second to get used to that type of that way, but as you can see, it was actually fairly easy for me to manipulate that spring. I've had people call me and like they were flipping pissed on the phone because they couldn't figure it out. And it is a pain in the ass. People do all sorts of weird things to get that on. That's the one thing I really dislike about this pistol, is that whole takedown. The reassembly, I'm used to Glocks. Glocks are easy. You know, I'm used to the FN pistols. They're really easy. Springfields are really easy. But other than that, this P22 is extremely reliable pistol. I've been very, very happy with it. Any questions, comments below? Thumbs up. And guys, I want to show you guys my new sticker. Tell me what you think about it. Womp womp womp. Guys like it? Give me a thumbs up if you like that sticker. Yeah? I like it. Anyways, you guys be good. Enjoy your life. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and please subscribe. Thank you guys.